Introducing the Alcatel OneTouch Pop 8-inch tablet from Alcatel. It has Android Jelly Bean, and what's one of the biggest features on this tablet is the fact that it can take a SIM card, a 4G SIM card, so you can actually connect to 4G networks without having to tether to a smartphone. So let's look at the Alcatel OneTouch 8-inch tablet in a bit more detail. Alright guys, so today we're looking at the Alcatel OneTouch Pop 8-inch tablet from Alcatel. So it has an 8-inch display, as you can see, and comes with Android Jelly Bean on it. Initial impressions of the screen, it's not like the best, highest quality screen in the world. I mean, it's capacitive, multi-touch, which is good. But as far as the pixel density, well, pixels, it's like 800 by 1280 pixels. But you know, as far as the under the hood, when you're looking at the processing speed, it has a Quadcore 1.6 gigahertz processor, and it has a 2 megapixel front camera. Most tablets today and smartphones have like an 8 megapixel camera as a base, you know, and that's the standard. This one only has a 5 megapixel camera, and what if you notice, I don't see any flash capability as well. There's no flash, no LED flash, but that's okay. I mean, I guess it gets the job done. What's you know, as far as onboard memory, it has a gigabyte of RAM on board, and the battery, it's a decent size, 4100 milliampere hours, 325 grams in weight, and about 7.9 millimeters thick. Now, you know, as I said, you know, the screen does what it has to do. I think this would be like low to mid category of a tablet, and very affordable. But there is one big differentiator about this tablet that I ultimately love. Apart from the fact that it's, you know, 7.9 millimeters, it's thin enough. It weighs, you know, quite a bit. So I mean, if you're going to use this as an e-reader, after a while you might start to feel the weight. But what I really like about this phone, sorry, not phone but tablet, is the fact that this can actually take a SIM card and it can roam, and it can, you know, use the LTE network. And let me show you where you can actually put that SIM card. So right here on the side there are two slots. So the one to the left, right, is for your SIM card. So you put your 4G SIM card over here, and on the right here you put your microSD card. So you have that capability in this phone, in this tablet. I keep calling it a phone, I don't know why. I guess because it can take a 4G card. But yeah, you can surf the web via 4G on this tablet without having to tether to a smartphone to use to access the internet. So at the bottom again, we have our mini USB charging port. Of course, we have our volume rocker key here on the right hand side, power and lock key at the top right hand side, headset, we have our camera, and I think it's a microphone as well there. And on this side we have our, you know, microSD slot and a SIM card slot that goes inside here. The camera at the back, it's nothing to scream about. 5 megapixel camera, no flash capability, so in a dark room you may have to make sure the room is not dark or have a flashlight standing by. But again, it's, you know, a low cost tablet with LTE connectivity, so you know, definitely something to keep in mind. It has Android Jelly Bean, so it has a pretty decent OS, and you know, it's pretty decent screen, you know, reacts very well to touch, and there's a ton of apps that it comes pre-installed with. They have FM radio, because of course you have the 4G capability, so you can, you know, stream your radio onto this thing. You have your Gmail and all the popular apps, calendar, calculator, YouTube, of course, weather. in the settings. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, you can access your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth settings, all that. Anyone who's familiar with the smartphone, any of today's modern smartphones, it's and the Android platform, it's pretty intuitive. So just a quick summary. So the Alcatel OneTouch Pop 8-inch display, 800 by 1280 pixels, quad-core 1.6 gigahertz processor, 4G LTE connectivity, which is 2 thumbs up on my part from me. Has a 5 megapixel camera at the back. Could be better. 2 megapixel at the front, good for video chats and stuff. Expandable memory, which is a plus up to 32 gigabytes. A gig of onboard RAM, and it comes with Jelly Bean. And a 4100 milliamp hour battery, and 7.9 millimeters thick, and 325 grams. So it's a little bit too heavy to be a really good e-reader for a long time, but you could, I guess, if you're used to holding such a heavy tablet, that's good for you. But it's pretty. I mean, for the price, yeah, I definitely would recommend this to anyone who wants a low-cost tablet that has 4G connectivity and doesn't cost a ton of money. And hey, it's an 8-inch tablet, so you can do a lot with it. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. So that's the Alcatel OneTouch Pop tablet.